Some movies seem destined for disaster, with every step plagued by bizarre mishaps, accidents, and downright terrifying events. Whether it's on-set injuries, eerie supernatural occurrences, or unexplained misfortune, these cursed films blur the line between fiction and reality in ways that are almost too creepy to believe. Join us as we dive into the most infamous movies cursed by sheer bad luck, bad vibes, and some unexplained phenomena. If you love hearing about the darker side of Hollywood, hit that like button, subscribe, and stay with us until the end. You won't want to miss these wild tales. The Exorcist is one of the most chilling horror films of all time, but the real-life events surrounding its production might be even scarier. First, a mysterious fire broke out on set, completely destroying most of it, except Regan's bedroom, the site of the possession scenes. Even though it was the center of eerie supernatural events in the film, it remained untouched in the blaze. Actors suffered mysterious injuries and illnesses. Linda Blair, who played Regan, fractured her spine during a scene gone wrong, causing her lasting pain. Ellen Burstyn, who portrayed her mother, also sustained a serious back injury that left her with chronic pain. These injuries even made it into the final cut of the movie. Adding to the sense of foreboding, 2 actors died before the film was released. Jack McGoran and Vasiliki Maliaros, whose characters both die in the film, passed away suddenly. The entire production became so disturbing that a priest was called to bless the set, hoping to fend off whatever was causing these accidents. Rumors swirled about the film's possible curse, with viewers reporting that watching it left them feeling inexplicably anxious and disturbed. Even today, The Exorcist is notorious for its haunted reputation, as fans wonder if the demonic forces on screen were a little too real. Poltergeist is the ultimate haunted house movie, but its behind-the-scenes happenings were just as spooky. Perhaps the creepiest fact about the movie is that actual human skeletons were used in the pool scene, allegedly because they were cheaper than plastic props. Actress JoBeth Williams, who starred in the scene, only found out later and was understandably horrified. Some speculate this choice could have angered spirits and cursed the film. Cast members Dominique Dunne and Heather O'Rourke, who played the daughters, died tragically young. Dunne was murdered by her ex-boyfriend, and O'Rourke died at just 12 years old due to a medical misdiagnosis. These tragedies gave rise to the infamous Poltergeist curse. Production members reported strange noises, electronic malfunctions, and an overwhelming feeling of dread on set, leading many to believe the curse was real. Today, Poltergeist is remembered as much for its eerie real-life haunting as for the scares it delivered on screen, with fans often watching for any signs of supernatural activity. The dark, atmospheric world of The Crow was haunted by an even darker tragedy when star Brandon Lee died in an on-set accident. During a scene where his character is shot, a prop gun discharged a live round that had been improperly cleared, fatally injuring him. The shocking accident echoed the tragic death of Brandon's father, martial arts legend Bruce Lee, who died under mysterious circumstances years earlier. The curse surrounding the Lee family added an eerie resonance to Brandon's death, leading to speculation that the Lee legacy might truly be cursed. Despite the tragedy, the film was completed using CGI and body doubles. Fans have long debated whether The Crow itself was doomed from the start. Adding to the mystique, the film's gloomy, gothic tone and themes of vengeance now carry an uncomfortable sense of prophecy, making The Crow one of the most tragic and cursed films in modern cinema history. Rosemary's Baby is legendary for its unsettling plot about a woman unknowingly bearing the devil's child, but the horrors didn't stop at the screen. Shortly after the film's release, Roman Polanski's wife, Sharon Tate, was brutally murdered by Charles Manson's followers in one of the most infamous crimes in American history. The murder sent shockwaves across Hollywood and seemed like an ominous reflection of the film's dark themes. Even before this tragedy, members of the production experienced strange events. Christoph Komeda, the film's composer, died after a bizarre accident that eerily resembled the fate of a character in the movie who suffers a brain clot. Some claim the film's occult themes brought real-life curses on its makers. Today, the ghostly shadow of Rosemary's Baby still looms, leaving viewers questioning whether this was just a movie or a doorway to something darker. Francis Ford Coppola's Apocalypse Now wasn't just a film, it was an ordeal. From the start, the production faced relentless challenges. Filming in the sweltering jungles of the Philippines, the crew endured harsh conditions, tropical diseases, and a destructive typhoon that wiped out an entire set. Martin Sheen, who played the lead role, had a heart attack in the middle of filming and nearly died. Adding to the chaos, Marlon Brando arrived on set significantly overweight and unprepared, forcing Coppola to rewrite scenes. Coppola himself had a nervous breakdown, and at one point, even contemplated suicide. The film spiraled so far out of control that he famously remarked, "We had access to too much money, too much equipment, and little by little we went insane." The atmosphere was so intense that it seeped into the final product, creating a movie that feels as chaotic and relentless as the war it portrays. Fans regard Apocalypse Now as a masterpiece, but also as proof that sometimes the making of a film can be as harrowing as the story it tells. Playing Superman may be a dream role, but it seems to carry a heavy burden. The so-called Superman curse has haunted many who dared to wear the iconic red and blue suit. George Reeves, the original Superman from the 1950s TV show, died under mysterious circumstances, officially ruled a suicide, though many suspect foul play. Years later, Christopher Reeve, who defined Superman for a new generation, suffered a paralyzing horse riding accident. Though he went on to inspire millions, his career and life were cut tragically short. Even Margot Kidder, who played Lois Lane, struggled with mental health issues that led to a high-profile disappearance. The curse extended to other actors and crew members associated with Superman projects, leading some to wonder if the role itself carries a strange, inexplicable curse. Today, the Superman curse is a chilling reminder that not all heroes live happily ever after. Few movies have a legacy as terrifying as The Omen. The film, centered around a child destined to become the Antichrist, was plagued by a series of spine-chilling incidents. Gregory Peck, who starred in the film, was on a plane that was struck by lightning, twice. On another occasion, a flight that was initially scheduled to carry members of the crew crashed, killing everyone on board. The most horrifying incident involved a stuntman who was nearly decapitated in a car accident, eerily similar to a gruesome death scene in the movie. Several crew members reported a sense of dread and unease throughout the production, and many believed that the devil himself was working against them. Even decades later, The Omen remains infamous for the dark cloud that followed its cast and crew, creating an unsettling parallel between the film and its haunting theme. Rebel Without a Cause introduced audiences to James Dean, an icon whose fame would be overshadowed by tragedy. Dean's untimely death in a car crash at just 24 years old shocked the world, but he wasn't the only cast member whose life ended tragically. Sal Mineo, who played Dean's friend, was murdered in 1976 in a still unsolved case. Natalie Wood, who starred as Dean's love interest, drowned in mysterious circumstances that remain a topic of speculation. These tragic deaths turned Rebel Without a Cause into a film with a ghostly legacy, leading fans to believe that some unseen force was haunting its cast. The film's themes of lost youth and disillusionment took on an almost prophetic tone, creating a curse that feels as if it was woven into the very fabric of the story. For all its whimsy and technicolor charm, The Wizard of Oz was plagued with a string of accidents and hardships that gave it a dark reputation behind the scenes. First, the production team's choice to coat the Tin Man in aluminum powder led to an allergic reaction so severe that Buddy Ebsen, the original actor cast in the role, had to be hospitalized and replaced by Jack Haley. But the makeup woes didn't end there. Margaret Hamilton, who played the Wicked Witch of the West, suffered severe burns when a trapdoor malfunctioned during her fiery exit from Munchkinland. Her green makeup, containing toxic copper, couldn't be removed until her wounds healed, adding insult to injury. Judy Garland, who starred as Dorothy, endured grueling hours and a strict diet enforced by studio execs, contributing to long-term health struggles that haunted her later in life. There were even rumors of toxic asbestos-laden snow falling on the cast during the Emerald City scenes, adding another eerie layer to the film's legacy. Werner Herzog's Fitzcarraldo is as famous for its troubled production as it is for its story. Filming in the Amazon jungle, Herzog was determined to shoot a scene where a massive ship is dragged over a mountain, without CGI. The endeavor nearly killed several crew members, and the harsh environment led to rampant illness, injury, and exhaustion. Herzog's lead actor, Klaus Kinski, was notoriously volatile, leading to explosive confrontations with the crew and even Herzog himself. The film's production became so intense that it was often described as a descent into madness, with crew members fearing for their lives. Today, Fitzcarraldo is remembered as a cinematic achievement, but one marked by the very real suffering of those who brought it to life. If you liked this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. See you in the next one.